Somewhere at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean lies a fortune that one family has owned for over 100 years, without ever seeing it. It sank in a storm. Nobody could raise it. Nobody has laid eyes on it since. And that family still spends it to this day. If your own paycheck buys less every year, if you work harder and somehow keep falling behind, this island is about to show you exactly why and who is doing it to you. Before you call these people primitive, open your banking app. Your money works the exact same way. It is a story someone else is telling, and they can rewrite it whenever they want, including yours. In 1903, an American doctor named William Henry Furness sailed to a speck of land in the Pacific called Yap. What he found made no sense to him. The people were rich, but they had no gold, no silver, no coins. Their money was stone, giant carved limestone discs, some 12 feet across, some 4 tons, the weight of an elephant. You could not pocket one, you could not carry it. Most never moved at all. They just stood against a house or lay beside a path. And here is what broke Furness's brain. When a family bought something, a canoe, a pig, a dowry, the stone did not change hands. It stayed where it was. The whole village simply agreed. That stone now belongs to someone new. No vault, no receipt, no movement, just everyone remembering together who owned what. And then there was the stone no one could see. Years before Furness came, a family was bringing home an enormous rye by canoe when a storm hit. The stone went over the side and sank to the ocean floor. Gone, unrecoverable, invisible. By every rule you've been taught that wealth was lost, but the island didn't see it that way. Everyone agreed the stone still existed down there. Everyone agreed whose it was, so that family kept spending it, trading a thing no living person would ever touch again. Two of the most brilliant and most opposed economists of the 20th century, John Maynard Keynes and Milton Friedman, both studied this island. They agreed on almost nothing in their lives. But on Yap, they said the same thing. These people understand money better than we do, because the stone was never the point, the agreement was. But that raises a harder question. If money is just an agreement, why agree on rocks? Because these rocks were almost impossible to get. The limestone wasn't on Yap at all. It had to be quarried hundreds of miles away, on Palau, and hauled back across open ocean on rafts and canoes. Men drowned bringing them home. To carry back a single great stone, someone had risked everything. That was the genius of it. The danger was the value. A rye was hard to make, impossible to fake, slow to produce, so it held its worth, generation after generation. It behaved the way money is supposed to, like a ruler, a fixed measure you could build a life around, one nobody could secretly shrink. For 2,000 years, that held. Then one shipwrecked stranger looked at all that stone and saw a way to cheat it. And the trick he pulled is the same one draining your wallet right now. In 1871, a shipwrecked Irish-American captain named David O'Keefe washed up on Yap. And O'Keefe saw what the islanders couldn't. Their money had one fatal weakness. It was valuable for a single reason. It was brutally hard to make. So he asked the question that has wrecked every currency in history since: what if you made it easy? O'Keefe had what no Yapese quarryman ever had: a Western ship, iron tools, and, the stories say, dynamite. He began ferrying islanders to Palau and carving rye by the dozen. By the 1880s, as much as 1/10 of the island, hundreds of people, were churning out stone money. And for the first time in its history, Yap had inflation. The new stones flooded in, and the people sensed something was wrong. These easy stones, no struggle behind them, no blood, no story, were quietly worth less than the old ones. Sit with that. One outsider, with better tools, flooded the money supply. And everyone who had saved the old way got poorer without anyone touching their stones. If that sounds familiar, it should. You have lived the exact same thing, we just call it printing. O'Keefe was just a greedy man with a boat. What came next was far more dangerous: a government. At the turn of the century, Germany seized control of Yap and ordered the islanders to build its roads. They refused, so the new rulers reached for a weapon stronger than any gun, and they never had to move a single stone to use it. They walked up to the great stones, the island's entire savings, and painted black crosses on them. A single mark of paint, and with it, a decree. These stones now belong to the government, worthless to you until you do as you're told. The stones never moved. The islanders could see their own fortunes sitting right where they always had. They just weren't allowed to own them. The roads got built in days, because whoever controls the ledger, whoever decides what counts and what doesn't need to take your money. They just rewrite who it belongs to. Now, here's where you stop feeling clever about the islanders. In 1932, in the most advanced financial system on Earth, the Bank of France grew nervous about the dollar and wanted gold instead. So the Federal Reserve in New York did something. Clerks went into the vault and shipped nothing across the ocean. They moved the gold to a different shelf and wrote France's name on it. The gold never moved. Ownership changed by agreement. Milton Friedman pointed at that moment and said it plainly. This is no different from the Yap stone at the bottom of the sea, and it has only gone further. Today, 97% of all the money in the world is not cash. It is numbers, entries in a ledger, typed into bank computers. The dollars in your account are not in a drawer with your name on them. They are a shared agreement that they exist, which means your bank balance is the stone at the bottom of the ocean. It is real only because everyone agrees it is. And every year, the people who keep that ledger agree to make each of those dollars worth a little less, and they never have to touch your account to do it. You were told to work hard and save. But you are saving in a currency whose keepers can quietly shrink it, the same way O'Keefe flooded Yap, the same way Germany crossed out those stones. You are playing a game where the scorekeeper can change your score. That, not bad luck, not laziness, is why you can run faster every year and still fall behind. So here's the truth Furness stumbled onto on that island, the one we somehow forgot. Money is not gold, it is not paper, it is not even the number on your screen. Money is a story we all agree to believe, a ledger of who owes what. And the most important question you can ask about any money is simple. Who holds the pen? On Yap for a while, the answer was everyone, together. Then it became a man with a ship, then a government with a bucket of paint. Today, it's a handful of people you will never meet, in rooms you will never enter. There's a reason a new kind of money was built in 2009 on a ledger that, in theory, no single ruler can deface. Maybe it's the return of the Yap idea, a record everyone keeps and no one can secretly rewrite. Or maybe it's just the next great stone, waiting to sink. Either way, now you can see the pen, and once you've seen it, you can never unsee whose hand is holding it.